You can skip the lemon and cinnamon, but later when you bite into a chunk of apple in your cake, these flavors are going to elevate the game. For the spices, I'm going to add cinnamon, dalchini, and nutmeg, which is jaiphal. Now nutmeg is optional and you can skip it, and if you don't have cinnamon you can also go for vanilla essence of the same quantity. First I measured the sugar and then I powdered it because I don't really buy icing sugar, so this is how I go about it. Next I'm adding some oil. You can also use melted butter, that's fine, it's going to add a nice flavor if you do. I'm adding some yogurt, which is dahi or curd or whatever you call it. It's going to help make our cake really moist, and it's also going to help activate the baking powder and baking soda. Whenever you're mixing the dry ingredients into the wet, just try to gently fold the batter and try not to overwork the flour, because if you do, your cake will end up really dense and flat because you'll be knocking out the air bubbles produced by the baking powder and baking soda. And when you add in the apple, just fold it in and don't overmix, just fold it in. And our oven has been preheating at 180 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes now. Next I'm going to prepare the baking tin. I'm going to just grease it and then flour it. It will help make it non-stick, and which will make it easier for me to demold the cake later. I'm using this small mold, and in this it's going to take me about 40 to 45 minutes to bake the cake. So our cake is done and I'm going to let it cool down completely before I slice it, but first I'm going to do a knife check. As you can see a bit of moisture on the surface of the blade, but not any wet batter. It's okay if you get a few crumbs, that is fine. This tells us that the cake is nice and moist. Now that the cake has cooled down completely, I'm going to slice it. And thanks a lot for watching this video. Do give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you try this recipe, send me a picture or tag me on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Bye.